Greetings, everyone. Hope all of you are having a great day. So it looks like that one of my predictions has come true. Basically, well, I would say my predictions have come true, but it might come true later this year because it looks like that Alaska is now in play. So as all of you know, Mary Peltola, she has entered the race and she's the best recruit that Senate Democrats have. So basically, she's going up against Dan Sulivan. Guy's just a rubber stamp for Donald Trump with his, especially voting for that one POS bill, which is going to gut rural healthcare, and that's going to definitely impact rural Alaska the most. So as you can know, and people say that she has an uphill climb. I think this is going to be a closely watched race. In fact, I think this race will probably go down to the wire, and here's the reason why. So as you can see here, back in 2014, basically Mark Begich, he only lost by 2 percentage points. It was one of the closest races during that year, and everyone thought Dan, it was going to be. I honestly thought it was going to be a landslide, actually, to be honest, because Mark Begich he only won by a couple of thousand votes, but looks like that Dan Sullivan, according to here, he only won by 8,000 votes. So that was extremely close. And considering basically all the how unpopular Trump is, I think that even Alaskans are turning against him. And Mary Peltola, let's face it, she won that House seat for the first time in decades, and she even beat out Sarah Palin. She narrowly lost to Republican Nick Begich back in 2024, but it was not by much. So, and many people had her and she was seen as a top candidate to run for governor, and she probably would have won that race handily. She was leading the Senate, the Republican opposition, by 20 percentage points at least. So it looks like that Dan Sullivan has his work cut out from him. But, I'm going to say this, that, people were saying that that Senate, the Democrats will not be able to win the Senate. I think that they might, basically. Basically, first of all, Maine and North Carolina, that's probably going to go towards the Democrats. I mean, especially with Susan Collins, she cannot say that I'm concerned or portray herself as a moderate. If Graham Plattner is the nominee, I think that the Democrats will win that race. And North Carolina, yeah, Roy Cooper, he's definitely going to win that race. And because he was actually he actually left with a 57% approval rating, or somewhere in the high 50s, and he was pretty popular as governor of North Carolina. And let's face it, he's a good fundraiser, and he was also the top vote getter, especially when Trump won that state twice. And Trump is extremely unpopular in North Carolina. He has like a 35% approval rating. So good luck with the Republicans winning that. And as you can see here, so they only need to win like two more Senate seats to gain the majority. And Ohio, basically, yeah, I think Sherrod Brown, he's going to have a tough time trying to win because John Husted, he doesn't have the same baggage as Bernie Moreno. But I say Bernie Moreno got lucky because Trump was on the ticket. But in Iowa, basically, they still a contested primary. Let's see what happens. I think Democrats might win that. But I think if I had to put the money where my math is, basically I would assume that Alaska, they have the best shot in winning Alaska compared to Ohio and Iowa. So I know that's kind of amazing, but because Mary Peltola, she actually fits the state very well. Like, for example, you can disagree with her positions, but she is she's for gun rights, and being for gun control is absolutely fatal in Alaska. And she's also for oil drilling as well, which is vital to Alaska's economy. So those positions are what pull her ahead. Now, so I think that I'm going to mark it as likely Democrat in my opinion, because Dan Sullivan, yeah, good luck trying to explain the big beautiful bill that you voted on, how it's going to gut rural healthcare. And in addition, let's face it, this economy is probably going to get worse. I mean, even if they somehow manage to lower interest rates, it's not going to make a difference. It's going to help the people on the top, not people like you and me. So basically, I would say we probably got 3 Senate seats down, probably, hopefully, and we just need a few more to go to expand the majority. So I would say that, okay, so I would say likely Democrats are Maine, uh, North Carolina, and Alaska. Now, which I would say toss ups, in my opinion, would probably be Ohio, Iowa, Nebraska. Yes, because Dan Osborne, he's running as an independent and he narrowly lost to Deb Fisher. But I think he probably has a better chance this time around. And last but not least, Texas. Yes, if James Tellerico's the nominee, then Texas, I could see Texas in play, especially if Ken Paxton's the Republican nominee. Oh, Tellerico's got this in the bag. So it's looking pretty good for Senate Democrats, and it's actually looking great for Alaska Democrats as well, because in the gubernatorial side, basically, as you can see here, if Lisa Murkowski doesn't run, I mean, who else do the Republicans have? Nancy Dahlstrom. I heard that she has so much baggage, but I think probably Tom Begich might win. I mean, I don't know for sure. I mean, I don't know much about Alaska politics, but let's just see what happens. Maybe the Democrats might sweep this one around. We don't know for sure, but let's just wait and see. Anyway, so I know this is a very short video. Basically, Mary Peltola is running. It's great news for Democrats, and increases the chances of the Democrats retaking the Senate. And, it'd be amazing to retake the House and Senate this year, but I see that's likely going to happen. But what would be even better is they win the majority of governorships, retake the House and Senate, and voila, that's how you round up a blue wave. Well, I mean, that's how you round up an election year. But anyway, by just letting you know that yes, that I know that there's some positions we disagree with, but you have to run a candidate that fits the state and fits the district. Unfortunately, you can't run like all AOCs, but definitely don't run any more of these Chuck Schumer types because they're a disgrace. They don't stand for anything. So, but that's a story for a different day. Anyway, just feel free to leave your thoughts below. What do you think about this recruit? I mean, I think this is the best recruit that Democrats have for the state. So feel free to like, comment, share, subscribe, and let me know if you think that Democrats will retake the Senate this year. Anyway, take care. Bye.